Hi everyone, welcome in, welcome back. I'm back. I'm Tammy, I'm the Siberian Wind, and I'm glad you're here tonight. If you have not paid attention to my channel the last few days, I've been a little bit under the weather, but I am back and we're gonna sew some tonight, if I can talk. So I see you've got Susan in the chat, Chloe, Dawn, Alex, welcome in. Joan is here, Rita's here. I'm just scrolling through the chat, scrolling through. Let's see, we got Nanette here, and Bob, and Pat, and Delia, and Ellen. Guys, Chloe's here, Chris from Katie Crafts, and Chris Montour is here. So we got both of you guys in here tonight as well. Who else do I have? Laura, welcome in, guys. Welcome. Oh, Fuzzy, welcome in. Welcome. Yes, thank you, Chloe. She's so glad you're feeling better. I am so thankful. Zelena's already here. That's amazing. That did not take long at all. Hey, Rena, welcome in from Central Illinois. Thank you, Susan. I do feel a lot better than what I did. It definitely took a lot out of me getting sick like I did. And it was basically, it caused a flare for all of my medical issues. So when it knocked me down a peg, it knocked me down like 5 pegs. Like it was a big drop. But I'm glad I'm here. Oh yes, happy early birthday to Fuzzy. Yes, absolutely. So tonight we are going to work on Gnome Sweet Gnome, since I couldn't work on that on Sunday because I was not here. I was not functional enough to work on it. So we're gonna sew on that tonight. If we don't get it done tonight, that's okay. I will get it done, don't worry. But I figured I should do you guys a favor and work on that tonight. So while I'm thinking about it, I do have an announcement to make. I've sent out a couple of emails right now and I'm waiting to hear back. But one of our retreat attendees has gotten a room that has an extra queen bed, and they have offered that someone who wants to attend the retreat who might not be able to afford that hotel cost could stay with this retreat attendee. So with that being said, if you are looking for a Good Samaritan who is offering up a free room at the hotel, let me know. Send me an email and I will see what I can do. I will add your name to the list. So if it does get turned down by the person who's currently got the email, then you will be next on the list. Okay? So just let me know. You still do have to get your way to Casper. I cannot provide that for you just yet. We don't have that kind of scholarship available yet. You would still have to pay your retreat fee. So the $275 for the retreat, you would still have to pay for that. It is such a nice, it's amazing offer. I was absolutely floored when I saw that. I'm just going, that's absolutely amazing. Yes, it is very, very nice. I'm not giving out the name of the attendee. That way they don't get floored or flooded with messages of, well, can I room with you? And I'm not gonna put them under that, but they are very incredibly sweet to offer that. So if you are still looking to attend the retreat, you have until May 1st, which is Friday, guys. You only have until Friday to sign up for the early cutoff. So if you want the early bird drawings and things like that, you still have to get signed up by May 1st. I will have to start working on the cutoff for when the retreat is going to, I can't take any more decently, relatively early registrations, but May 1st is that first early registration cutoff. So everybody who's already registered and paid their $140 deposit so far is going to get the early bird stuff. Hey Judy, welcome in. We will be live at 7:30 Central Time on Thursday. Oh, that's amazing, Fuzzy. You might have to send me a reminder so I can remember to try to be there. I have a lot coming up this week, but I will do my best. I will do my best. I promise I will try. I just can't promise that I will actually be there, but I can promise that I will try to be there. So I have not touched this since the last time that we played with it. I have not done anything with it, and so I'm just looking to see how close to accurate I was with it, and laying it down. So I'm going to move the camera over just a little bit. Not trying to make you guys sick, I promise. So I was just holding it up to the light to see through and see what it looks like. And I do have another thing that needs to go underneath, so let me grab it. I hope the early bird doesn't get the worm. I know. It's got to be a gummy worm, Katie Crafts. It's got to be. I love gummy worms. And if any of you have contact information for Mona from Rip It and so on, I have sent her an email and I'm waiting to hear back. So I need to hear back from Mona from Rip It and so on. So just as an FYI, guys, if you have special contacts, now's the time to use it. I'm waiting on her. And then everything from the sale on Sunday will be shipped. That's what I'm waiting on right now. There you go. Fuzzy's dropped their channel link, guys. If you've not checked out Fuzzy's channel over at Fuzzy's Adventures 1990, do so, okay? What are you waiting on? Go do so. Go do so. Same here, just got a totally different work schedule, so now I'm working more hours now. I understand that too. I do understand that. I will be able to start releasing some more details about the upcoming move as soon as I have those. We did the big, bad, scary thing today and turned in our notice to vacate. Oh my gosh. I have never been so nervous about turning in just a piece of paper, guys. But turning in a notice to vacate, whether or not you have a place to go to, it's always kind of gets you a little bit. Just gets you a little bit. Close to a milestone. That's amazing, Fuzzy. That's amazing. I have not caught anybody's channel the last probably week and a half. Last week definitely knocked me down. Or this past weekend kind of really did me in for a little bit. So we're going to see how I do. All right. So I'm going to start this in the middle so I don't have to worry about where my stitching's going to go. So I am doing a blanket stitch on this, and I just realized I forgot to put my stabilizer under there. Hey, Annette, welcome in. Welcome. All right, so I've only got a couple of stitches in. I am going to clip and pull these threads back out because I want my stabilizer underneath this. There we go. There's not a lot hanging out there, so I don't have to worry about it too much, but I do want some stabilizer. I don't want my pieces to shift, and I'm about to drop it. I was panicked for a second, guys. So how have you been? How have all of you been? Have you been behaving? Have you been getting some sewing done? Have you been quilting? I cannot wait to start quilting again. I have been missing working with Beauty, and I really need to just get a quilt on the frame and quilt. But I'm going to have to start taking her apart so that I can move. 60 days is not a lot of time to move. Not when you have a lot of stuff. Not when you're a crafter. When you were a crafter, 60 days is not a lot of time at all. And just long enough to say thank you. Oh, you are so welcome. Her super chat prize just arrived today and she loves it. That's amazing. Fuzzy's been working a lot. Okay, that's fair. I need to be working a lot. I have a lot on my plate. I need to be working a lot. I haven't been, but I need to be. I have way too much on my plate to handle a move, but I do have to get one quilt quilted before I can pack up all of my sewing stuff for the move. And I'm going to keep sewing stuff out so I can access it during the move. And that quilt is one of them. I've got to get it quilted for my great niece. She graduates high school, and I think she graduates around the beginning of May. So I am way behind. Oh, good. Susan's been sewing shop hot box. Oh, no power. Oh my gosh, Annette, how are you handling that? And saving battery. I hear you on that. Definitely need to do that. Sir, leave it alone, please. He just knocked over something, guys. I do kind of want to make sure that when I move, sowing very little, planting a lot. Oh, I need to plant. I definitely need to plant. I think what I want to do is do some seed starting so that wherever I move to, I will already have some seedlings started and I can just carry the plants with me. I was able to put borders on a baby quilt and then was able to get 2 more flimsies completed until you got home. Oh my gosh, Delia, you have been cranking them out. And your quilt is one of the quilts that I do need to get quilted. So it's actually sitting on top of the frame right now. It's not loaded, but it is sitting there waiting for me. Oh my gosh, Fuzzy, you are amazing. Tackling it all in one setting. I'm not sure I could do that. Yes, Delia is getting a ton done. Who just said Paducah? Not so much sewing this week. Bought enough fabric at Paducah that, oh my gosh. I miss buying fabric at Paducah. I so miss that. I loved going into Hancock's at Paducah and just having a blast picking out all the kits that I wanted or picking out fabrics that went with stuff I already owned. I loved that. That was so much fun. So much fun. Maybe one day I will have a sewing budget again, a quilting budget. I've not really been sewing because I messed up putting an older PMQ quilt together. I've had to rip it out twice so far, even though I had it on the design wheel. Oh no, Village Green. Oh my gosh. Hey Brenda, welcome in. Oh, okay. Dawn, a puzzle mystery quilt is Cotton Cuts puts a lot of puzzle mystery quilts out. That is primarily what they do. If they do something more than that, I'm not quite sure what that is, but they definitely put out a lot of puzzle mystery quilts. And so what you do, if you're following along with Reflections, it's kind of along the same lines, but everything for the Cotton Cuts puzzle mysteries are pre-cut for you. So you just pick a colorway and they ship you the fabric and it's all pre-cut and you don't have to do anything but follow the directions. It is amazing and super easy to sew. The quilt that I offered in my auction that is the Tree of Life was a puzzle mystery quilt and it's still available for sale, guys. Oh good, Chloe hopes she can finish it tonight. I hope so. That would be exciting to be able to finish that. Did have quite a bit ready to just be able to cut the fabric in or just be able to lay out and get sewing. That's a good way to do it, Delia. I am going to be cutting fabric tomorrow and I actually have a class I'm teaching tomorrow. It's a very short demo. It's not going to be very involved. It's not going to take me 3 hours or anything like that. But I actually have a class I'm teaching tomorrow, and then I have a big class that I'm teaching at the end of May. And so with that being said, guys, I just realized that I can't do the May retreat on the weekend of the 30th. I have to do it the weekend of the 23rd. So as of right now, provided nothing else changes, we will have our Zoom retreat the weekend of May 23rd. So if you guys want to put that on your calendar, I know I was originally looking at that very last weekend, but I completely forgot that I have to be somewhere all day Saturday and I can't be here for the retreat. So I don't want to send you guys all on your own off into the big world of Zoom and not be there to hang out with you. I need half a yard of the Manila Color Star Grunge fabric for the outer border of my 2025 Guild Mystery Quilt. Just can't afford it right now. I'm with you on that, Susan. I have a Guild friendship block swap that I did in 2024, and I do not have the fabric or the budget right now to get the fabric for it. May 23rd is Memorial Day weekend, but I can make the retreat. There you go, See, with it being Memorial Day weekend, we can actually extend it through Sunday or extend it through Monday, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how my mental health is doing a little bit closer to time, and I will give you guys a little bit better idea. And I'll make sure that there's nothing else going on, or I may just have to go ahead and call it at Sunday like we always do. But I will see what we have to do, but it is looking like it's going to be that weekend, the May 23rd weekend. And that's just because I forgot that I'm already booked. I made that commitment last year, and so I can't really make them change that. Zoom, oh no, not alone on Zoom. The Tammy Away the Quilters play. I know, right? I know, Rita. That would be fun this season. Yeah, I will see what I can do. I've got to look at the rest of my schedule around then. I literally just looked at that maybe half an hour ago, something like that. It has not been long. I did not think through the fact that I have things on different calendars, and not everything made it to one calendar. So I've got to figure out where it all is. Let's see. Yes, did try to be with being gone for so long. Yeah, you have been gone a while, Delia. And I am so thankful for that quilt that you sent. That is absolutely amazing, and that is going to help a lot. I did speak to a Vietnam vet today, and he is going to be the recipient of the quilt on our first trip. And we kind of had to play phone tag a little bit and track him down, and we were struggling to find him, and then I ran into him today. I found him today, and I was able to reconnect with him and talk with his wife. Technology is absolutely amazing, guys. Technology makes so many things possible. His wife doesn't speak a lot of English, so we were able to use Google Translate, and it was an amazing experience. I've basted 5 quilts and have 2 more to do. I'm at my daughter's, who's recovering from rotator cuff surgery, and hubby had to go back to work. She has a huge table, made it very helpful. See, there you go. Absolutely utilize your daughter's table. I like that plan. That works perfectly for me. I don't use a table as much. Now that I've got my quilt frame, I don't have to baste most of the time, but I still kind of do the 2 tables, pushed together like I did before. So I still have those. Oh, you are fine, Laura. Welcome back. Glad you made it back. So guys, if you ordered something from the auction this past Sunday, aside from one person that I'm waiting to hear from, everything has shipped out. So you should start getting notifications if you have informed delivery through the U.S. Postal Service. So all of that got shipped out today. The last of it got shipped out today. So I got some of it shipped out yesterday, and then some was shipped out today. So all that is taken care of. I cannot wait for you guys to get your packages and see how beautiful some of those things just really are. Donnell, welcome in. Glad you made it, lady. Glad to see you. So yeah, we didn't get to work on this on Sunday because I could not, guys. I couldn't even do it yesterday. I sat with Williams Live in the chats for a little bit, and I was having to get up so frequently, it wasn't worth trying to sit there. It just was not working. Not working at all. All right, so I'm going to look at my little diagram and see about where this is supposed to go. And these handles do kind of hit really close to each other. So I know that that's going to be a thing, and I want them to kind of sit off a little bit so you guys can kind of see. This is the one that I've already tacked in place, and then this is the new one that I'm adding. And let me see what else has got to go in this colorway. Oh, the wheel. The wheel goes in this colorway. All right, so the wheel is, both wheels are going behind this. All right, so they are going behind. So I'm just going to position it, and I'm going to reposition it until I'm happy with it. What do you guys think so far? You like the wheel so far? You like the wheels? You guys are awesome. I finally got on the baby size batting so I can get my Blessings baby doll quilts quilted. That's perfect. That's a great idea, Delia. I do not have any baby quilts to do anymore. All of those went home, guys. All of my baby quilts are gone. All of the one kit is still available. So we've got some stuff still ready to go, but not everything. A lot of things have gone home. So I'm going to use this green variegated, It's so pretty. Isn't that pretty, guys? Let's see if I can get it to focus. Ah, come on. There we go. There we go. It focused. I love this color, guys. I love it. Yes, Chloe, right? She says she's so glad, yeah, that I got everything shipped out. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think of everything. And having all of this go out all kind of at the same time worked really well. It meant that I didn't have to do a lot extra other than show up at the post office. I finally got all my adulting stuff done, sat down for a moment and have two little girls, Luna and Pixie, asleep on my lap. I'm supposed to be putting a baby quilt into the quilt sandwich. Oh no. Of course you can't do that. Not when you have babies in your lap. That's not the way it works. A quilt sandwich to quilt on my channel tomorrow night. Oh, that's a rush. That's a rush. So I have a lot of Metler thread, and this is actually left over from when I used to run a store, guys. Right? Delia says, Donnell, you shouldn't have sat down. I know, right? Sitting down is the bane of a quilter's existence. Everything happens the moment a quilter sits down. Quilter sits down and game over. We always get pulled into other things. I had to fix some clothes this weekend in addition to trying to function. And so I was not sitting up for very long at all. I did not make it about 45 minutes sitting up straight this weekend. So I'm doing a lot better. I'm already 30 minutes in. Can you believe it, guys? 24 minutes and I'm still okay. Puppy loves are priceless. They are. Puppy loves are absolutely the best. I need to get a new puppy soon so that Paladin can retire. But we're going to have to see when that's going to happen. We're just going to have to see. All right. I'm going to hold this. I'm not going to pin it. I probably should pin it, but I'm just going to hold it. And we're going to see how I do. Oh, Donnell doesn't have the heart to wake them. Delia says she is going to be sandwiching the baby quilts and trying to get them ready to go. It's calling for rain on Friday and Saturday. Oh, no. I can handle a little bit of rain, but I really don't like the rain. Rain is not my friend. It's too humid outside when there's rain. I can handle snow. Give me snow any day. I do not particularly care for rain. Of course, I'm doing this, this whole gnome quilt. I don't care for yellow either, and I'm doing it anyway. So, we all have our challenges, right? And I am taking my time, guys, to make sure that I get this exactly where I want it, because I really don't want to rip anything back out. I am not in the mood for ripping stuff out. Oh, I guess I should have done this differently. Oh well, we're going to see how I can do. I think I'm going to try to backstitch to get where I need to be. Oh, good. Ricky likes me tonight and is backstitching exactly where I want her to stitch. Okay. It was meant to be yellow. It was definitely meant to be yellow. Yeah, sometimes you do have to bite the bullet. I know, right? Yes, you did, Donnell. Okay. While I'm thinking about it, oh gosh, I don't know which one is which. Bear with me. Let me find out which one's which. I should have labeled these. There we go. Okay. There we go. So let me go in. Let me label this while I'm thinking about it. That way I know. Oh, no, does it not tell me? Oh, it doesn't tell me. Oh, darn it. Oh, well, okay. Anyway, I was going to see if it would let me name it, but I didn't name it when I originally did it, so I forgot. I screwed that up. Jess, welcome in. Sounds like my hearing is working. I know, right? Yeah, your hearing is definitely working, Donnell. Your hearing is definitely working. Yeah, this is Gnome Sweet Gnome. It is from Valley Fabric Shop and Geraldine Powers. If you reach out to Valley Fabric Shop here in Wyoming, they are in Uri or Thane. No, it's not Thane. It's Uri or, oh gosh, I cannot think of the other town name. They're tiny little places, guys. Very tiny little places. This is this is from a very amazing quilt shop in the middle of nowhere. Literally, in my opinion, it is the middle of nowhere where they're located. They're on the way for me to go to Utah from here. But the pattern is only $20. All of the blocks are applique. Of course, you've got a pieced border, and you've got, the blocks have to be pieced together. But the rest of the quilt is all applique. I love that quilt. I have so many projects I know I have to finish. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Laura. You have got the mother load of projects to finish. We were just talking about that. You have the mother load of projects to finish. So you will be marked safe as from having to start another project just because you want to. Now, wanting to, I can't help with that, but I can't help with that, but you are marked safe from needing to start it. I will not make you guilty for not starting this one. But if you need a link, guys, for this pattern, let me know. Or if you need a link to Valley Fabric Shop, rather, I'll put it that way. Let me know. They did put it up on their website for a short period of time, but that time frame has already come and gone. So it came back down. They'll put it back up, or they will just print you a copy and ship it to you. And they're really good about it. They are a fantastic quilt shop to work with. It would be a long drive for me to go drive and pick up copies of this pattern. It is much easier just to order the pattern from them. And they're quite accustomed to getting those kinds of orders. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Susan ordered this from them. Let's see. I hear you, Laura. I have plenty to keep me busy and still have gone off and done a project. I know, right? It's the bright, shiny things that always get me. I know, Laura. I know. This is definitely a bright and shiny. It's definitely a bright and shiny. It's so pretty. And it just makes such an adorable quilt. It's kind of hard to not want to do it. Very, very kind of hard not to want to do it. Let's see. I know, right? Sometimes I can't help myself. Oh my gosh. So, if anybody wants to get this pattern for Donnell, because I know she's a gnome girly too. She and I are the gnome girlies. I'm still a Halloween girly before anything else, but I do like my gnomes. And I saw this in the shop and just had to have it. My husband was like, okay, whatever. Like, he wasn't really that thrilled with it, but he saw, just how excited I was about it, and he didn't say another word. He did not say another word. I am loving this because I'm taking my time, guys. As I am stitching this, if I need to backstitch, I just hold that backstitch in, or the reverse button in, and it is letting me backstitch exactly where I want it to be. I'm in love with it. Thank you, Nightbot. Nightbot is dropping the hint, guys. If you want to get your super chats in, you still can. There is another super chat raffle coming up October 13th. Okay, so you have until October 13th to get your super chat raffles in. I will have even bigger and better prizes than I had this last giveaway in April. So if you want to get your super chats in, that has already started. You do not have to wait until until October. You do not have to wait until then. You can go ahead and start now. And I will be giving away a lot of cool items in October. And we do also have a group over on MeWe, guys. If you've not heard of MeWe yet, it's not as active as the Facebook group, but that is kind of normal for a different platform. But it is perfect. Yes, it is so nice of Ricky. I agree, Chloe. I'm loving it. There are many quilt shops out there in Washington, Oregon, Idaho that feel like they are, and yes, they are, out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, we've got quite a few out here. I mean, there's quite a few in the state of Wyoming that are literally out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, some of them, I mean, all of them are tied to a city that would not be considered a city by most state standards. They would be considered towns. They would not be considered cities. And this was just one of those. I did the shop hop in 2024, and I still haven't done the blocks from that store either. I still have to do those, but this is a pattern that I picked up on a shop hop. I will finish a project before starting a new one. Repeat until I believe it. Oh, good try, Chris. Good try, Chris. You can keep telling yourself that. You can tell yourself that for me too. And I know it's not going to work. I know that's not going to work. Telling myself that I'm going to complete a project before I start a new one, I know better. I have far too many projects going on at the same time. I need to finish 365 before I do anything else. Hey, Debbie, so glad you're here. Don't worry about being late. You are not late. You are just on time because you are still in time to share in the fun. You are still in time to share in the fun. We are working on Gnome Sweet Gnome, which I put the picture up over here. Got to remember what side it's on. Gnome Sweet Gnome. I was supposed to work on it on Sunday, and because I was not functional Sunday, I decided that we would work on it tonight and get a little bit of time in on it and get caught up back to where I should have been Sunday. And then the ones around Lake Washington, the south end of the Puget Sound, are 5 to 15 minutes apart. See, that's too close. Laura says she can tell herself that, but she won't believe herself, right? I don't believe me. Yeah, I know, right? I don't believe myself either. I did cut 3 sets of layer cakes that I put together, and they are ready to be sewn. Same pattern, different fabrics. See, I do have some layer cake stuff ready, and I do have, let's see, I've got layer cakes, and then I've got charm squares, and I have so much stuff ready. I do have to get a quilt bound before my class on May 30th because it's for that class. So I kind of have a time limit where I need to get some stuff done, but I do have a little bit of time carved out. I just have to get caught back up on 365. I'm literally falling behind, right, as we speak. My block for tomorrow is not done yet, so when you see it in the morning at 5 o'clock, my time, you will still be seeing me in this shirt. Just saying. Just saying. Unless I decide to go change shirts just to confuse you all. I might do that. Should I change shirts or should I just leave this one on? You can leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. I might read the comments before I do it. I don't know. We'll have to see. I did sleep a lot. Okay, so great question, guys, because I just got over being ill and not feeling well. Are you one of those sick people that when you are sick, you want to be babied? Or are you one of those sick people that you want everybody to just leave you alone? I can tell you exactly which one I am, but which one are you? Are you the baby me and comfort me and do everything for me person when you're sick? Or are you the give me what I ask for and leave me alone kind of person? Are you the grouch when you don't feel good? I know that I am. I am definitely the grouch when I don't feel good. And it took my husband a few years to learn that asking me questions when I was sick was not a good idea. Ah, dude, you just got the block done. That's fantastic. How many shops were you able to make it to? As Laura's asking Susan, were you able to get to the fabric patch? Donnell's still trying to convince herself that she's not buying any new fabric this year other than backing. Ignore the new kits and the Tula purchased on pre-order, right? Laura, I've been telling myself that for many years. This year, the deal I made with myself is to clear 3 to 4 UFOs off my list. See, that's good. Okay. Chloe says that she's a leave her alone person. So am I. I am totally the leave me alone person. I'm the give me a Sprite or a 7-Up and then ignore me the rest of the way. I am behind Ellen. I do not have tomorrow's block done. I should already have tomorrow's block done, and I do not. I do have it cut, so it is ready to be assembled. So whatever you see in the morning is live and in living color today. Later. I thought you'd been right on. I kind of am. I'm just barely. I'm just barely. I did not even have Sunday's block done. So I had to prep Saturday to do Sunday's block. And then once I got Sunday's block done, then my next task was getting Monday's block done. And so while I was feeling so ill is when I did this morning, when I did yesterday's block. And then I was not feeling good yesterday, and I still did today's block yesterday. That's how close I am, guys. I am not as far ahead as I once was, and I have got to desperately kick it up a notch because I do have some trips coming up this summer, and I need to be significantly enough ahead so that I don't fall behind. Leave the same shirt. We won't stop watching. Of course, we should be watching the sewing and not the sewer. Well, you know, it happens, Joan. It happens. When I'm sick, I want to be left alone, says Laura. I hate being treated like a patient. Oh, you and me both. I am not the patient. I am not the patient person. I don't want you to offer me soup. Definitely don't give me chicken noodle. I don't want soup. I don't want food. I just want my fizzy, sugary, lemon lime or ginger ale drink, and then the rest of it, just leave me alone. I thought you were just want to be left alone, says Ellen. See, we're all in good company. So we've got Chloe, Joan, and Laura, or no, Chloe, Laura, and Ellen that all want to be left alone. I know, right? I want to be in my room away from everyone and just be left alone. See, Donnell wants to be left alone too. I love it. Delia just wants to relax and get better. Bring me my ginger ale and saltines and go. See, there you go. You're a left alone person too. I'm glad I'm not the only one. My mom kept telling me when I was growing up that there was something wrong with me because I didn't want to be cuddled and loved on and temperature checked every 30 minutes or whatever it was she wanted to do. She thought I was weird and told me so. But I have always been that way. I am always that way. I don't even want to watch TV when I feel sick. I don't even worry about putting the TV on for me. If you want to watch TV and hang out with me, that's fine. But I'm just going to nap. I'm just going to nap. And I will pretend that I watched the show with you. And I won't even ask you questions later. 46 shops. Wow, that's a lot of shops, Susan. She went to the Fabric Patch, 3 shops to finish her region, 4 to finish the Central region, and Thursday we'll be doing the West Central region. Oh my gosh. How many total shops is there, Susan? I do not remember. Oh my goodness. What in the world? Ooh, I don't know what the heck this is. We will find out in just a minute. My husband knows I am on a live, so maybe he just sent it to me because he got a phone call or something. We'll find out. Just leave me alone. I will let you know if I need something. See, I'm the same way, Nanette. If I don't even want a bell because the bell is too loud. I will use my phone and I will text you and I will say, bring me this, and then I put my phone down. I don't even answer replies. You don't come at me with, which flavor do you want? You don't come at me with nothing else. You just give me my whatever I asked for and you guess. I make it a guessing game. Oh, Susan, Laura really wants to visit that Fabric Patch. I bet you do. 126 shops total, and there are already 4 people who finished. Oh my gosh. They must live on the road. There are some people in Wyoming who do live on the road, who will absolutely, the moment that the shop hop opens, they are up and at it, and they are already knocking stores out that first day. I mean, I knocked out stores the first day, my first year, but I didn't knock out that many. The route that I took didn't take that many shops. When I went with a group of ladies, we would hit 4 or 5 shops in a day, but there was only like 20 shops or something, right? Chloe's asking when the shop hop began. That's a good question. That's a very good question. I think that would be a fun trip and visit with Cindy and Brianna. It would be. It would be a fantastic. I love like trips like that where you can hang out with everybody. 126 shops is crazy. I do agree with you, Laura. I do agree with you. And you know, there's people that buy the kits at every shop, and that adds up really darn quick. It really does. So I know how challenging that can be. I know how challenging that can be. All right. We are almost done with the handles, guys. Then I have the wheels, and then we have grass. And that's all we got. Oh, I got a little bit more. My bank account would never hold up, right, Donnell? Neither would mine. Neither would mine. If you're planning a trip, let me know. Yes, absolutely, Laura and Day. Delia, we need to get you two together. Go hang out some more. Or go hang out, rather. I don't know. Either way. Fabric Patch is only an hour and a half away. I've bought fabrics for the blocks that weren't kitted up. If they were, I tried to buy the kits. The hop started April 1st, ends May 31st. That's only 2 months to get 126 shops. That's crazy busy. I don't know that I could do that many shops in that short of a time frame. My body would be hurting so bad. It would be a lot of fun. It would be an absolute blast. I would have to have somebody else drive me because that many shops, that much driving would just take its toll on me. But, oh my gosh, it would be so much fun. So much fun. Yeah, Susan is definitely a trooper. She is a trooper doing all of that. I should have silenced my phone, guys. I am so sorry. You guys are going to hear random notifications from my phone today. First day was with my daughter, and we did the shops on the peninsula together. Oh, that's awesome. Delia says that her checkbook would be crying, right? Right. I would have to save up the entire year to afford the shop hop. That's basically what it would be. People have finished in less than a month. They have. That's just craziness. I cannot imagine getting to all 126 shops in a month. I mean, I guess if you take the entire month off or you're retired and you don't have to be anywhere and you've got an unlimited budget, I guess that makes sense. That is definitely not me, though. My bank would take my checkbook and my card away from me, says Tom. Oh, do you remember those days? When they actually would physically take your checkbook away from you? Hey, I've heard stories. I was not privy or witness to any of that, but I have heard stories and I've seen it happen in movies. And my husband said that he's seen it happen. So I believe him. That he's seen it happen. But oh my gosh, I can just imagine. I'd have to, give somebody my checkbook or my debit card and just go, okay, I can only spend this much at these stores. Take this away from me and don't let me spend anything on it. Like, this is not my budget for this shop. Two of the ladies I met who finished the whole thing, they stayed at motels and thus saved the gas. Oh, that's true. That would make sense. I love Shop Hop, says Joan. Did our first all-Illinois hop 3 years ago and finished all 96 shops. Won a district prize. It's awesome. We have 2 months to complete the hop. See, ours opens up Memorial Day weekend and then closes at the end of August. So June, July, and then August. Or maybe it closes mid-August. I'm not 100% sure. I did it 2 years ago, but I didn't do it last year. I went with some of the ladies who went last year, just as a ride-along. And I, of course, got the little stamps for, each place I went. But I did not do the blocks last year. I decided that I had enough blocks from 2024, from my inaugural year, full calendar year here in Wyoming, that I really didn't need to add anything to that. When I do the Wisconsin Shop Hop, I take cash. It's too easy for me to overspend my cards. There you go. Delia's also saying cash on hand. I don't know. Would love to do a shop hop, buy a fat quarter from each shop, and then make a quilt out of it. See, that would be another good way to do it, too. That would be a good way because then you just have to take a picture of what shop you got each fabric quarter at so that way you know which one was which. And then that way you can label them maybe in the quilt. I don't know. It's just a random thought. That is an awesome card though. That's an awesome option. Take cash. Yeah, overspend on the card. I could totally overspend on a card. So yeah, having cash would be the better option for Shop Up. That's for darn sure. Quilt shows are the same way. If you do not plan your budget for the quilt show, the only way I'd use a card is if it was totally zero balance. Yeah. I don't think I would even do that. I did in the past, but like my previous quilt shows and such that I've done, like when I went to Paducah, that's what I would do is I would clear off the cards that I was going to use. And then if I hit the limit on that card, that was everything. Like I didn't have anything left to spend when that card was done. And that's how I managed it back then. But I think now I would probably want to do cash too. Because I don't know. I feel like if I, do have access to a card or something like that, or I don't have an ending balance or a way to stop myself, then I will absolutely forget where my balance is, and I'll forget what I spent everything on. I will absolutely forget. Let's see. I used cash myself except the night I stayed at a motel. See, there you go. That's the way to do it, Susan. Very much so. Very, very much so. So I am almost done with the inner side of the wheel, guys. The only thing left after the wheels are done is the grass. The grass is last. Absolutely. Yeah. Gotta make your dinner plate. Please do. Please do. It's easy to overspend in a quilt show. It is because you don't think about, okay, this one was, just $35, but then you got tax or whatever on top of it. Or you don't think about the food. You don't think about, there's all kinds of things you don't think about spending money on at a quilt show, but you have to spend money on it because otherwise you have to leave the quilt show to go get it, like food and such, food and drinks, and you forget, okay, well, I spent this at this vendor and I spent this at that vendor, and it really adds up so quickly. It really does. Let's see, a layer cake and charm pack and some other things. I can't remember that far back. I know, right? The only way to use a card is if you can pay it off when you get the bill. That way you're using their money. Yeah, exactly. I hear you, Delia. That's kind of my philosophy too. That's what I normally try to live by. And it's a great way to practice good money management at quilt shows. I didn't come here to be the money segment though, guys. I'm just saying. That's not my strong suit today. That's a lot of brain power to go into that too. A lot of brain power. Yeah, there you go. You see all the pretty things coming out and want it before it gets to the store. I know. I really do value like show discounts. So if there's something that I want and I'm not 100% sure if the show is going to have what I want, or like this table that I'm using, this So Easy table, I actually bought this at Paducah, but I called ahead and said, hey, I'm going to buy this at your show. I need the acrylic to fit this machine. And so when I showed up at the show, I went straight to their booth. That was the first place I went. And they had my table and all of the accessories that I wanted. And I didn't have to pay shipping. That was the amazing thing. If you are driving to and from a show, any way that you can save shipping, it's a massive steal. Massive steal. Okay. So my grass is supposed to go 2 different places. If you guys want to hang out, we'll go and put grass on there. If not, I thank you for being here. We are going to use the same color because I don't have a different color pulled out. And this grass goes underneath this wheel, kind of like we were rolling over it. It doesn't quite go underneath the wheel, but that's where it's going to go. And then the bigger grass is going to go up over here under the other side of the wheelbarrow. Something like that. My grass is not exactly accurate, but it's as close as it's going to get. I'm not going to go back and fix the grass. It's as close as it's going to get, guys. It did not want to press very well. It was very picky. It's being very picky grass. Who already has grass growing in their yards? Who has grass growing in their yards? Are you a cold enough climate that you don't have it yet? Do you still have, threats of snow? Because we still have more of that coming. Or are you free and clear and you're already having to pull out the lawnmower? Yes, if it was, Chloe. I haven't used it. Oh no. Yeah, you got to use what you get at the shows. You got to use it, because then you never know what you might need to go with it. You never know what you might need. This block does not take a lot of different colors of thread, just because the colors I chose. But you can definitely change up the colors that you choose, and make it even more colorful, and go crazy with it. The grass here has been mowed twice. Oh my gosh. Donna's been planting grass over the bare spots. I could get out the weed whacker around the house. Oh, there you go. Oh, Rita's got grass year round. Yeah, you do. Usually circle the event once or twice to make sure I truly want it, unless I see batiks. Then I have to go look at all the pretty patterns that are on the fabrics. Yes. Oh no, Judy says her weeds have been growing and used lawnmower once so far. Hey, Nikki, welcome in. Ellen's got grass and some crocuses in bloom since March. You guys, we do not have that kind of growth here. The grass I have is a bit different. It's heat tolerant and more of a ground cover grass. See, we need to get a place where we can mow the grass, because Mr. Siberian Wind loves to work in the yard. There's a lot of places around here, though, that we will run into the issue of there's not a lot of grass to begin with. So we don't know what kind of grass we'll actually end up with. So we might end up with grass. We might end up with weeds. We might end up with dirt. No telling. We are looking at a house, though. This weekend, Friday and Saturday, is the Yakima Valley Quilt Guild show. Oh, that's awesome, Susan. You're going to want to spend more money. You're going to want to spend more money. If we get a house, one of the first things that I'm going to ask is whether or not I can plant my sunflowers. That is going to be my first priority. I am going to go ahead and seed start some sunflowers, because I'm going to will it into existence, guys. We're going to will it into existence. Nikki's peonies are blooming now. Oh my gosh. That must be so pretty, guys. I really want some flowers this year. I want some flowers. I want to grow something other than just what the wind destroys on my patio here. The first step was turning in the notice to vacate, the notice that we're moving. So that is done. So now we just have to work hard on the rest of it. Work hard on the rest of it. And that was not what I wanted my machine to do. It went a little bit too far, but that was me, not the machine. There we go. We're back on path. My grass is going to look a little wonky, but that's all right. I'm okay with the grass looking wonky. It can be mowed later. I've seen a few azalea bushes in bloom too. Oh my gosh, Ellen. And you're as far north as I am. You and Chloe are. I do not remember what type of grass it is, but I let it grow until it starts seeding, and then have Baron use a push mower, which spreads the seeds. There you go. Charleston, the azaleas have been in bloom for a while now. See, all you guys in warm climates, you've got the flowers going. I would have already seed started and put flowers out if I was living down south now, but I'm not, so I haven't. Because if I put flowers out too early, or if I put seeds out too early or start them too early, then I have too big of flowers or too big of plants, and they're kind of like the roots are root bound, and so I can't plant them. So I can't start them too early if I'm going to be planting them outside. I can't risk that. So This is coming together so nicely. Nikki loves her flowers. She's taking Mom to the Mennonite greenhouses next week. Oh, that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. I don't think I've seen flowers anywhere unless they're like inside like Home Depot in the garden center. That kind of flowers. I've seen those, I think. I haven't really looked. I think I've like held off on looking at the the greenery and such, because I don't want to get the bug to like start planting right now. Seed start for me is throw seeds in aquaponic grow beds and let them do their thing. See, I don't have any aquaponic grow beds. Usually don't plant or put out flowers until Memorial Day to the weather. Yeah, and that's kind of what a lot of people do here too, because we are still getting snow. I mean, I think we've got snow on the calendar for Monday again. So I think we do. I don't know if I could be wrong. But I think we have snow again coming up. Wyoming is not about to give up on its snow for the season. Now, all the snow that we've gotten has already disappeared. Like, it's not still on the ground, so don't get me wrong. It's not hanging out long, but it's still fallen. We actually had hail today, too, which is really kind of shocking. My husband was like, "Do you see what the weather's doing?" I'm like, "No, what?" He's like, "You got to come here. You won't believe it." I'm like, "All right, fine." So I got up and came to look, and sure enough, we had little, hail pellets on the patio. My tulips and hyacinth are in full bloom. My daisies and rose bushes are growing. I don't plant until Mother's Day. Oh my gosh. So they're growing up before Mother's Day. Rita says the issue here is anything you want to get must be heat tolerant. Otherwise, it isn't going to last more than a couple of days, even in the shade. Yeah, true. My husband has seen it snow on his birthday, which is May 13th. I'm not surprised, Delia. I'm not surprised. Here, it has actually snowed in Wyoming on July 4th. So anything in Wyoming is entirely possible and very likely to happen. So you can't go by last year's weather. You can't go by 2 years ago's weather. You have to go by whatever the weatherman says is probably going to happen, and you hope for the best and plan for the worst. That is Wyoming living. You hope for the best and plan for the worst. I'm going to move you guys over. You guys haven't been able to see this, and I didn't realize that. I remember living in Central Oregon and being out there picking strawberries in July, and all of a sudden it starts snowing. Yep, it is possible to have it happen out here, which is kind of exciting, kind of frustrating when you want to grow things. Wyoming is not a big agriculture state for obvious reasons, hence the weather. We do grow some of our own food here, but not a lot. There's not a lot to grow here. I do have some tomatoes that if I plant them, if they'll grow this year, I don't know if they will. They are incredibly heat and humidity tolerant, but I don't know if they're, dry tolerant, like dry heat tolerant. So that's what I would need to test out to see if I can grow them, but I don't think they're a this year project. I planted begonias and aphasia already. My elephant ears are up too. Oh my gosh. I do love elephant ears. They are so pretty to me. I don't know why they're so pretty, but they are pretty. I think I've always liked them because of their funny name. I think that's my fascination with elephant ears is the funny name. Oh. Right now we are getting mild weather as that hot stuff is coming. Yeah. Well, you can handle that hot stuff a lot better than I can. I can tell you that for sure. I can handle that a lot better. One of the things that we do have in this area is we also have a lot of homes that do not have air conditioning. More cattle ranching in Wyoming than crops farming. Yes, very much so. We have a lot of cattle. We have sheep. We have elk. We have bison. We have a lot of farming and hunting in Wyoming. There's no real good options for a lot of farming because it does take so much water to farm. And so any gardens and such like that are small. small farms or small gardens, there's not big ones unless you're growing inside of a greenhouse here. Because we also have the brutal winds. The winds take us out too. All right. So we are almost done, guys. We are almost done with this. Can you believe it? It did not take very long at all to get all of this stuff stitched down onto the wheelbarrow block. Next month is going to be the rabbit block. And we're going to try again for the second or the last two Sundays of the month for the rabbit block. And I'm currently looking right now at dates for Route 66 for May. So that will be coming soon too. So just definitely stay tuned. I do not have an AC. Owner of house refuses to fix central air. So going to be interesting when that hot heat fits. That hot heat hits. Yeah. I have one of the things that we got this past summer when our AC went out here is they brought us one of those portable AC units. So it runs through you open your window and you put a vent to your window with a little plastic flashing. So we used that last year, and it kept the apartment, or at least the bedroom, relatively cool enough for me to sleep, but it was not cool enough for me to work in. So it was definitely a challenge. All right, so here's a close-up of the wheelbarrow with all of the blanket stitching around everything. And then here is the wheelbarrow, guys. What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, I can't do the high humidity. The humidity is awful. Nikki says the older she gets, the more she likes to be warm. She used to love winter, but now I'd rather it be 80 than 60. I can handle like up to 72 degrees in the house. After 72, I am toast. I am absolutely toast. Outside, 72 is different than inside. Thank you. Thank you. People are saying very pretty, too cute. So stinking cute, right? And so cute. Yes. Thank you, guys. So this is the wheelbarrow block. Nanette likes it too. Thank you. So the block right above this in the picture, off to the side over here. Hey, I got the direction right. The block above it is the rabbit block. So if you guys are able to zoom in or look at it more closely, that is the rabbit block. That is the block for May. So this was April's block. So we are now down by 4 blocks, 4, not 5. We have done the gnomes, the mushroom house, and the wheelbarrow. The gnomes was 2 months worth. So we've done 3 blocks. So we've done the gnome block, which was January and February, the mushroom house, which was March, and now we've done April. So the rabbit is next month's block. So that's what I will be starting on the last couple of Sundays of May. Make sure, please, that you get your show and tell items in. We have started a new show and tell cycle, and I will be showcasing the panel that we're going to use in that quilt over the next couple of weeks. Okay. Once I get it pulled out, I will be able to show you guys. Hey, Dora Lynn, welcome in. Welcome. Rita says she has a portable AC. The windows do not open up and down, only sideways. And the age of this 1935 house, the plugs do not like the portable AC. Oh no. Next show and tell is 1 week from today, guys. You have less than 7 days. You have until 3 p.m. on May 5th to get your show and tell items in. Okay, so you have less than 1 week. You have 1, 2, 3 more days to get your retreat deposits in if you are going to go for the early bird registration. And I will make another announcement. If you are looking for a roommate for the retreat, if you are not able to afford a hotel room, I do have one retreat attendee who has offered up a second bed in their room. I currently have an email out to one retreat attendee or potential retreat attendee waiting for their yes or no as to whether or not they can make it. If they cannot, then it will be going to the next person in line. So if you are needing scholarship options for the retreat in order to attend in September, please send me an email at thesiberianwind@gmail.com, and I will put you on the list. So if the current person who is getting the time to decide whether or not he or she can take that room or take that bed, I will go on to the next one as soon as there's a decision made if they don't take the room, okay? So and tell is May 5th. Oh, Nikki says it's her wedding anniversary. That's happy anniversary. This month did fly by, Dawn. It really did. That's okay. So the nice thing with and tell, guys, is you only have to submit one. And then anybody who submits more than one is helping raise your total number of entries into the and Tell giveaway for October 13th. I do have another super chat giveaway that will also be on September 13th. October 13th. Oh my gosh, October 13th. The final is due by August 1st. So if you have paid your deposit for the retreat, your remaining balance is not due until August 1st. So you have quite a bit of time to come up with a remaining $135 for your retreat. So if you are still wanting to get in on the retreat and you need to split it up, you need to get your $140 in by May 1st. By close of day, I will go to midnight on May 1st. Absolutely, Judy's been working on her and tell, right? I know, right? Oh wow, Jones is the 3rd. They'll be at 51 years, and Delia's is gonna hit 44. That's crazy, guys. There are a lot of wedding anniversaries in May. My parents got married in June, so I know summertime and spring and all of that is great prime marriage time, wedding time, because it's just better weather. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here so that way you guys can go get sewing and get your and tells in because you know you want to. Don't forget, again, Friday is the cutoff to get your retreat deposits in if you are wanting the early bird options with all of the extra specials. And then I will cut off a date for full registrations. I need to get more registrations in because we are still not at 30 yet. So we do want to hit 30 so that I don't have to do anything different or look at possibly canceling, because I don't want to have to do that if I don't absolutely have to. So please keep that in mind. If you are looking to come to Casper in September, now is the time to get your early registration in. Same shirt. Yes, I will do same shirt, guys. I will do that. So I will see you guys later. I will be back on Sunday. I don't think I'm back before then. No, I am not. I will see you guys on Sunday for After Sunset Sunday, and I will have something special for you guys then. I'm quite sure of it. So I will see you guys then. Don't forget to tune in 8 p.m. Mountain Time for After Sunset Sunday, this upcoming Sunday. 1 week from today on May 5th is going to be the first and tell of the next giveaway season that runs 6 months. So it runs through October. And don't forget, I also have out the 365 blocks coming out every morning, 5 a.m. my time. And I will see you guys later. Go pet some fabric. Go love on some fabric. Go put some needle and thread to it. Go get that serotonin hit. Go get that dopamine boost. Give me a thumbs up before you leave. And I will see you guys on Sunday. Until then,